So in the self-series course, it's deliberately 5 modules. We start with self-awareness because I believe strongly that that's the foundation of everything. A person who has no clue who they are will fall for anything. The mob will tell you how to think, and I promise you, humans are vicious. When you don't know who you are, people will make you believe anything about yourself. So now that you've done that course, I hope you would progress and do the self-confidence course. I teach this because I was not always this confident. In fact, I talk about it all the time. My physics teacher in school used to call me a dunce, right? He said I didn't have capacity to learn anything, but I did end up with a first class down the road because I moved from being, just feeling sorry for myself. They would ask for people to volunteer for things, and I would never raise my hand up because I had self-esteem issues. I wasn't even sure who I was supposed to be. You should have seen me in my teenage years. Sometimes I wear suits all the time. I'm like Hillary Clinton. Other times I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to be a girl. And nobody teaches you who you should be, especially when you're different, especially when you're a pioneer like myself, especially when what you carry is revolutionary. I felt that I should just fit in with everybody. If I said something, people would say, oh, you're too much, slow down, do this, do that. I got so confused until I started to work on my confidence. I'll tell you for free, people trust people who are confident. And self confidence has nothing to do with being an extrovert. You can be an introvert and believe strongly in yourself. It's that satisfying feeling of strong self belief where you just know that I'm not perfect, but I'm always working on myself. I'm focused on growth. I'm going to be the last person in the ring, working, toiling, and making sure that I'm pushing forward. So I created this course for you who wants to be confident. I'll tell you this. I was doing a training once for a multinational, and I called a leader, the team leader, to come give a presentation. It was a role play. And the gentleman was so embarrassed. So during lunch, I went to him and I asked, what did I do wrong? Your body, language, your reaction, everything. And he said to me that when I was 5 years old and I was in school, I just started to go to school, in his country. And then he said they called him in front of the class to do show and tell. He got so nervous, he peed on himself. Everybody was laughing at him. So here I was with a 45-year-old man who still remembered the boy that was 5 who peed on himself. So every time he was in front of an audience, he felt like people were laughing at him. Imagine carrying that kind of trauma all through life. So this course is for you because I'll tell you what, when you lack confidence, there's so many things you will not do. You will have so many ideas, you will just keep thinking about them, but the world will be robbed of your genius. So I want you to take this course. I want to see you on the other side when you come for my seminars and my webinars at the end of the class, telling me of all the great things that you've done just because you're now confident to your ascension.